Okay, so by now I'm sure you guys have seen Palantir stock is moving to another all-time high today. We hit $85.22 after we had Alex Karp speak on CNBC today. Well, I guess it wasn't necessarily today. I'm pretty sure it was pre-recorded from yesterday, but either way, man, he was on CNBC. Palantir all-time high, and earnings are on Monday, guys. So let's break down the charts, a little bit about what Alex Karp said and what I'm looking to do. But first, guys, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. We're almost at 50,000 subs, and get your 30 stocks from Moo. Link down below. Deposit at least $100. You guys get 5 free stocks. Deposit at least $2,000, you get 25 more stocks, totaling 30 stocks, guys. And again, it is linked down below, or go to stocksurfest.com/moo. Enough of that, guys. Now, cheers. Let's get into it. So like I said, man, Palantir hit an all-time high today, and we're up 3.4% as of this video, and we're actually down as of this video about 2% from the all-time high. So that means at one point we were up 5-6% shortly after that interview aired on CNBC. I'm pretty sure he was on for a good amount of time, like 15 minutes. So that's great. And you guys can see, I mean, the stock ran right out of the gate even before he spoke on CNBC, I guess, in anticipation of that. Again, it was at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I think a little after that, but either way, the stock ripped out of open from $80 all the way to about $85. I mean, the entire move came, honestly, before the CNBC interview, and now it's starting to sell off a bit, but still, man, all-time highs were hit, and you can really sense the confidence from Alex Karp in that interview on how America is just the dominating tech space in the world, right? They're the dominating player. He thinks Palantir is going to greatly, impact tech and just crush it over the next couple of years. I mean, if you kind of read between the lines, Karp thinks we're going a lot higher, obviously, as he should. He's the CEO of the freaking company, and growth, pretty much he's saying the growth is going to be insane over the coming years. That's kind of what I got from the interview here. And guys, look, we are getting a breakout, clearly an ascending triangle breakout here heading into earnings. You guys see it on the 5-day, 5-minute PLTR. We had a resistance for a good amount of this week at about 81, 82, but we were making higher lows into that resistance, and now we're breaking out. You guys see it again. All-time highs were hit. So I have some bullet notes here, bullet points from the interview. I mean, again, essentially, Palantir, I mean, he thinks we're going to get explosive growth in the next couple of years. I mean, again, the U.S. is the tech juggernaut in the world, right? He said America has the single best tech scene in the world in terms of innovation, growth, and what makes America unique is we have a culture of builders expressed in tech. I actually really like that quote he said, and he said the more builders helping the U.S. government being superior than all the other governments in the world, he supports that. And I'm pretty sure he was asked about, Zuckerberg, Bezos, all these big tech leaders. Elon, obviously, being kind of at the inauguration behind the president or whatever. Now they're working very closely. I mean, they have been with the government, but now it seems like even more. So, yeah, he thinks the more builders, in other words, Zuck, Elon, Bezos, the list goes on, the more builders, the U.S. government, helping the U.S. government, the more superior we're going to be than all the other governments, which is ideal. And he supports America being the dominant force in the world, which, I mean, guys, if you don't believe that and you're American, you live in America, I mean, how could you not agree with that or support that? Don't you want America to be the dominant force in the world? I mean, it's pretty obvious, right? You want your country, your country to be the dominant force in the world. And I love how Karp was just spitting facts, keeping it real. I mean, and he says what he wants to say, whether or not you agree with it, disagree with it, whatever. He says what's on what's on his mind. And he also said our adversaries are going to copy us any way they can and try to build on top of it, right? Of course, China is one of them. We have a bunch of other ones, but yeah, I totally agree with that. So that is in a nutshell. I mean, there's way more than just that, but it was just a 15-minute interview. But in a nutshell, guys, that's what Karp was saying. He was going off for a good 10, 15 minutes on CNBC, and I think the interview might be longer. I think they might have cut it off. Either way, we'll see if that full version's available somewhere. I don't know. But that is what's causing us to move here ahead of earnings on Monday after the bell, guys. It's nuts. It's nuts. So, yeah, we're up from $63 just about what? 3 weeks ago, less than that. Now we're at all-time highs again. We're up 33% off that low, and earnings are after the bell Monday, so we'll get another full day of trading essentially, and we'll see, man. Do we sell off Monday? Do we, does hype build up even more heading into earnings? We go higher. That's kind of what I'm looking for here. And something tells me we're not going to really dump off too aggressively on Monday, at least during the day before earnings come out. But once earnings are out, it's up in the air at that point, right? Guidance, EPS, revenue. We'll see how, what's in the pipeline, right? But as of now, guys, that's how we're looking. We're breaking out all-time highs into earnings. We are pulling back a little bit on the intraday, but looks like we're starting to maybe double bottom here, starting to break out a little bit. So what do you guys think? I mean, it's been a crazy day, not just for Palantir, but the entire market's kind of all over the place. And yeah, we had some earnings today. This whole week was riddled with earnings, right? Or we had earnings all week. So yeah, man, talk about a crazy week for the stock market. And I'm honestly even more excited for next week because Palantir is a big holding for me. And, it's going to be big. It's going to be big. So let me know your thoughts in the comments about Palantir. And let's quickly go over some other stocks here, guys, that are moving on this wonderful Friday. By the way, guys, let me know in the comments where you're watching this video from. And if you're one of the 73% of people that watch the content but you're not subscribed, you know who you are. Make sure to subscribe. Hit that notification bell. We're almost at 50,000 subs. So look, ARM Holdings, guys, is moving up 5% on the day, $8, and earnings for ARM Holdings, guys, are on, I think, Tuesday. Is that Tuesday or either way, they're next week, whatever, the 5th of February. And this stock overall, man, it looks like it's breaking out, doesn't it? I mean, this thing was in a wedge for months. Now we're starting to get out. Well, we broke out of the wedge about a week ago. Then we sold off drastically on the DeepSeek news. And now we're breaking out again, pushing over the moving averages, cracking over 160 again. So I'm watching ARM Holdings very closely into this week, this next week, to see if momentum takes us back to the 170s, 80s, which I think is possible. Tesla is also moving on the day today, guys. Trying to break out, although it's not fully doing that yet. We're up 3%, not bad, but we're not fully getting out of this resistance here. You guys see by the moving averages, which, I mean, this still is technically a descending triangle. We're trying to break out of it, but not quite there yet. We're going to have to do something like that, which time will tell, man. Time will tell. So I don't want to drag this video too much. That's it. We broke down Palantir, the news, 2 other stocks at the end here. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to get your 30 stocks for Moomoo before you click off the video. Check out the link down below. Deposit at least $100. You guys get 5 free stocks. Deposit at least $2,000. You get 25 more stocks, and your uninvested cash for now will earn up to 8.1% APY. Guys, I'm telling you, it's a no-brainer. So use that link right down below or go to stocksurfest.com/Moomoo. And with that being said, cheers. I'll catch you guys in the next video.